Hello and welcome you to my video classes on water governance and water policy. And today in this video we are mainly discussing about Central Water Commission of India, and it is a part of National Water Commission. So myself Vishwanath Avati, right, we'll see the today's content, and today we are mainly discussing introduction part of Central Water Commission, wings and units of Central Water Commission, design and research wing, right, it is one wing of the Central Water Commission. Next is river management wing. Next is water planning and project wing. And we have separate units, it is human resource management unit and National Water Academy. So now we'll go for introduction part of Central Water Commission. So here Central Water Commission is premier technical organization of India. It is a premier technical organization of India in the field of water resource, and it is headquartered in New Delhi, and it is what started in 1945 and it is serving since from 1945. And I repeat, it is a premier institute for technical institute for water resource management and water resource engineering, and is headed in New Delhi, and it is since it is is giving service from 1945. And if you see, it is a logo of Central Water Commission, and it is a building of a Central Water Commission in New Delhi. So presently functioning as an attached office of Ministry of Jal Shakti. It is a attached office of Ministry of Jal Shakti and Department of Water Resource, River Development and Ganga Rejuvenation, Government of India. So it is a one attached office of Ministry of Jal Shakti, and it is comes under Department of Water Resource and River. It is a River Development and Ganga Rejuvenation, Government of India. And if you see the responsibilities of this Central Water Commission, the commission is entrusted with the general responsibility of initiating, coordinating, and furthering in a consultation of state government concerned. So even it is making the help for central government as well as state government in the regarding in the management, right? And mainly schemes for control, conservation, and utilization of water resource throughout the country for purpose of flood control, irrigation, navigation, drinking water, and water power development. Right. So here mainly it is what we have to is mainly related to water resource management. It is what controlling of water, conservation of water, right, and use of water throughout the country for the purpose of flood control. When you are making water resource for flood control, for irrigation, navigation, drinking water supply, and water power development. Next is it is undertakes the investigations also. If you see the investigations, like how we are making investigation of crime, here also investigation is taking about the quality of construction and construction activity as well as execution activities of the central and state government schemes. And if you see the head of the Central Water Commission, it is a chairman of Central Water Commission, and he is, if you see the status, it is a ex officio secretary to Government of India. Is the ranking of secretary ranking, and it is a, called as chairman of Central Water Commission. Next, if you see the wings of the or you can different department of Central Water Commission, here we have mainly three wings and two units. Right, one wing is design and research wing, river management wing, water planning and project wing, right? So next and each wing is placed under the full charge of member. Like no, here if you see the head of these three members, he is called as a member of D&R, member of RM, member of WPP, right? And he is a ex officio additional secretary to Government of India, and it is a level of his additional secretary, right? So next, a separate unit of human resource management headed by chief engineer, right? Here it is one unit and it is headed by chief engineer, deals with human resource management. Here it is what human resource management. Human resource management means is related to recruitment and human maintenance and mainly financial management like a salary, and training and administrative matters of Central Water Commission. Administrative matters means mainly it is the human resource, finance and administrative, right? So next we have one more institute under this Central Water Commission. It is National Water Academy. So at Pune, and it is responsible for training central and state in charge service, in service engineers, and it functions directly under the guidance of chairman. This is the National Water Academy. It is in the Pune, right, Maharashtra state, and the main responsibility of the National Water Academy is training of state and central in service engineers, and it will take functioning under the guidance of chairman of Central Water Commission. Next we will discuss separately about different wings. So first one wing is design and research wing. Design and research wing. If you see the head of the design and research wing, so it is all three wings are headed by member of each department. For example, now it is a member of D and R, right? So similarly member of river management, similarly member of water planning and project. So and under him, and if you see the level of his work, it is status of additional secretary to the government of India. And again in this department, again we have different organizations. So in that different organizations is headed by chief engineers, right, and consisting of various directorate, each head by director. Again in different organizations, again it will be a directorates, and each directors will be headed by directors, right? And now we'll go for responsibilities of design and research wing under the Central Water Commission. So first one is we have a different and many responsibilities, and we are taking very few responsibilities, right? And now first one is providing guidance in the planning, preparation of layout, studies, specifications, detailed design, drawing, and standardization of design of river valley project in the country, right? So next is including hydrological studies for project. Hydrological studies for project means rainfall data, evaporation data, evapotranspiration data, right? Wind flow directions and even stream flow, all are related to hydrological studies of the project. Next is advising state government or dam owning agency on safety aspect of dam, taking policy decision on design and research activities. So one is they will advise for state or state owning agency regarding the dam development and dam safety, as well as decision making on policy, right? So even policies are very important for design and research activities. So here they will take decisions related to policy as well as design as well as research activities. Next we have conducting site inspections at all critical stages of construction of project, for which Central Water Commission provides design consultancy. So here they will make site inspection at all the stages, right, of construction of project, for which Central Water Commission provide design consultancy for advising on adequacy of foundation condition and foundation treatment, right? So because if you see the any hydraulic structure, if you want to be success in the structural, right, the foundation takes the main role, and for foundation site selection is very important, and you have to make in all the critical stages. So here it will make the consultancy work, right, of site selection. Next is adherence to design specifications etc, and provide advice on landslides, dam breaks, disaster management issues. If dam breaks, then it has an adverse effect on the people who are staying in the downstream area. So here also they will help in a disaster management as well, right? So next we will go for next department. It is a river management wing. So here also river management wing is headed by member of river management, and under him again different organizations are there, and each organizations will be headed by chief engineers, and again in under chief engineers many other directors will be there, directorate will be there, and each directorate will be headed by director. Now directly I will go for responsibilities, right? So this department is responsible for collection and compilation, storage and retrieval of hydrological and hydrometeorological data, including water quality monitoring. So one is river management means what? It is a collection of compilation of storage and retrieval of hydrological and hydrometeorological data including water quality monitoring, right? So hydrometeorological data means I told it is a rainfall, wind, temperature level, humidity level, evaporation, evapotranspiration, all will come under hydrometeorological data, and it will store the all the related data. Next is formulation and issue of flood forecast on all major flood prone rivers and inflow forecast for selected important reservoirs. So one is formulation of issue of flood forecast, means in future if it is any flood, then they will make the forecasting of flood on all major flood prone rivers. Some rivers are there, they get frequent floodings like Krishna river, like Godavari river, right? And every year will get a flood, but here they will make the intention or how much flood will be there in surrounding area, that is a flood forecasting, as well as in inflow forecast for the selected important reservoirs. Next is providing guidance to state in a technical matters. In a technical matters on different aspect of river and flood management. Mainly it is related to water level in the rivers, and if it is a high level then it causes the flood, if it is a low level then it causes the drought. So that here they will help the management of flood. Next is regulations of multi-purpose reservoirs. So we have a rules and regulations, that regulations will be made under the river management for multi-purpose reservoirs, river morphology studies, techno-economic appraisal of various flood management schemes received from state government. So here it is regulations of multi-purpose reservoirs, river morphology studies, techno-economic means what, if you are making some technical activities and how it will impact on the economical conditions, right? That appraisal of various flood management schemes received from the state governments. Next is providing advice to coastal state on a issue of issues related to coastal erosion problem. So here they will make advice to coastal state like Gujarat, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Kerala, right? Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Orissa, West Bengal. These all comes under the coastal states. So here they will help on issue related to coastal erosion problem, including preparation of national coastal protection project. So even they will help for preparation of national coastal protection project for coastal protection work. Next is monitoring of schemes under the centrally sponsored command area development program. So even they will monitor the schemes under the central sponsored command area development programs. For example, we have a river bank development program. So for example, Krishna catchment area development, right? So similarly, Ghataprabha catchment development authority, Malaprabha catchment development authority, right? Different authority will be there, developmental activities will be there, that will be monitored by river management wing. Next is survey and investigations of water resource development project in India as well as in neighboring countries. Survey and investigation of water resource development in India as well as neighboring country. Like neighboring country means in Afghanistan we have invested many investment, and we are giving the technical support to the Afghanistan as well as Bhutan and even Bangladesh and so many other countries, right? So we are giving the technical and even our guidance, right, for the neighboring countries. Next is revival and restoration of water bodies, right? We have a water bodies and restoration of water bodies and international cooperation with neighboring countries in the field of flood forecasting, right? In the flood forecasting we are making the costing with India as well as in neighboring countries, and restoration of existing water bodies. Next we have other department, it is water planning project wing, water planning and project wing. So here also same member of water planning and project will be as a head, and under him different organizations will come, and each organizations are headed by chief engineers, and again under the chief engineers many directors will come, and they are headed by directors, right? Directorates are headed by directors. Next we'll go for responsibilities, right? So responsibilities of this water planning and project wing is dealing with matter related to national water policy. We know what you mean by national water policy, but here they are mainly this department dealing with national water policy. Next we have overall planning and development of river basins, including integrated river basins like inter river connections or integrated river basin, planning and development, monitoring, storage position of important reservoirs, right? So overall planning, development of river basins, including integrated river basin, planning, development, monitoring, and storage position of important reservoirs. Next is techno-economic appraisal of water resource project, including project for assistance from external agencies. Assistance from external agency means some other than this central water commission, and assistance to the state in formulation and implementation. Next we have monitoring on ongoing major, medium, extension, renovation and modernization irrigation project. So here monitoring of ongoing, it may be a major, medium, extension, renovation, modernization, irrigation project for identification of better looks to achieve targeted benefits. Next is environmental issue related to water resource project, irrigation planning, soil conservations, right? Anti waterlogging measures, we know it is a major problem, right? Anti waterlogging measures means some lands are where waterlogging problem, right? So that will be reduced by this, and even soil conservation activities, irrigation plannings, right? So next we have reclamation of alkaline, right? Some of the fields are like no highly contaminated with alkaline, right? Saline soils, applications of remote sensing technology in a water resource and related activities, right? So mainly it is the environmental issues. Environmental issues means if environment is not good with the good fertility of the soil, or it is affecting on the water, that will be taken care of under the environmental issues like irrigation planning, soil conservations, water logging, alkaline effect, saline soil, right, with the help of remote sensing and GIS as a technology to related activities. Next we have water rights, intrastate dispute among different state for conservation and utilization of water resource. So here they will discuss and they will give solution for water rights, right? How much water rights is for different state if it is an intrastate river dispute for like Godavari river, right? We have in South India we have Godavari river, that is has a, and Krishna river and Kaveri river, they have intrastate dispute. So here they will tell what kind of rights have each state, and that will be solved under water planning and project wing. Next, we have issue related to construction machineries, planning, evaluation, manpower planning, aspect and silt reservoirs. So here issues related to construction machinery planning, evaluation, right, and manpower planning, aspect and silt reservoirs. Next is like no next after 3 wings we have separate unit, it is human resource management. So it is a HR department, right? So we know generally what we mean by HR department, right? Human resource management is headed by chief engineers and is assisted by secretary, central water commission and other directors, right? Because it is related to all the each organizations, that's what it will be like no taken help from all the department, and it will be headed by chief engineer, right? And we'll see the responsibilities, right? What kind of work it will takes, right? Is into administrative, right? HRM wing looks into administrative, establishments, personal service matters, and such as personal service matters. If you see one by one, right, here it is recruitment, appointment, promotions, right, and AACPs, transform, deputations, confirmations, seniority, recruitment rules, sanction of leaves. Next we have similarly grant of various advance, fixation of fee, allowance, maintenance of service book, leave account, conduct rules, disciplinary and vigilance matters like corruptions and credit review, right, and medicine claims, right, if you have emergency medicines, right. Next is career management of employees of central water commission at headquarters, career management employees of central water commission at headquarters, as well as field formations, matter related to various court cases, maintenance of confidential reports of officers, staff of Central Water Commission, and training of newly recruited and in service central water officers. Next we have National Water Academy, last unit, right? It is one of the major unit, and we will see what you mean by National Water Academy and what kind of work they will take. National Water Academy, earlier named as Central Training Unit, and it was set Central Water Commission in 1988. Central Water Commission in the year of 1988. It is what earlier known as Central Training Unit, and it was established in 1988. And who helped to establish this unit? And you can see the image, right? It is the office of National Water Academy. They will give training, right? So next, the main helper is, it was established under US aid assistance and strengthened with the subsequent assistance received from World Bank under the hydrology project I. Initially it was assistance by US, next is World Bank. Next it is now working under Ministry of Water Resource and now functioning under and budgeting under Water Resource Department. Now National Water Academy, right? National Water Academy is, right, is to functions as a center for excellence, very important. Now it is main focus is for center of excellence in a training of water resource personnel. It is addressing the water training need of water resource engineers of state as well as central agencies, right? What kind of requirement, right? Capacity development in a planning, design, evaluation, construction, operation, management, monitoring, water resource project. It is mainly related to the capacity development of the engineers who are in service with the state as well as central, right? Their skills will be improved and proper training will be given, that all other activities should go smoothly and effectively, right? And in its national role, National Water Academy is concentrating on conducting training courses for all water sector personnels, right? Not only for service, even for water sector personnel in the specialized and emerging areas, and for which state water resource departments or other institute are not adequately equipped to meet the needs. So mainly it is what they are giving now, all water related to related persons, and mainly the state which don't have proper requirement, and they help and they will give training and they will make that it will be developed in future, right? So I'll repeat what we discussed today. We discussed mainly about Central Water Commission, different wings. In that different wings, one is, and we discussed mainly three, right? So and after that we discussed three units. One is Human Resource Management and National Water Academy, right? So and we discussed each responsibilities. So now thank you for watching my video.